Pageant result manipulation is no new thing in the pageant industry. This is one of the biggest pageant industry killer of all time. It has given some pageant brands a very bad name. Most pageant brands engage in this for so many reasons, which is mostly selfish. That is why I advise strongly on our previous topic, how to prepare for a beauty pageant, that you should make sure you have done a good research on the pageant brand you want to contest in before purchasing their form, so as to prevent stories that touches the heart. Please, if you've not watched that video, go back and watch it because it will do you a lot of good. Now, here is why beauty pageant results are manipulated. Number 1, to favor a preferred contestant. This one happens mostly as a result of the pageant's brand owner or organizers picking interest in a particular contestant and wanting her or him to win by all means. So they give instruction to the judges of the grand finale to make sure the contestant wins the contest no matter what the person does on stage. Number 2, bribery. This happens when the pageant organizers or grand finale judges has been paid off to ensure that a particular contestant wins. In this situation, once they've accepted the bribe, no matter how well you perform on stage or during camp, you will still not win. Number 3 is when the winner doesn't befit the title. This one happens mostly in pageant brands where money voting or ticket sales carries a greater mark than any other section. In this situation, the most befitting of the winning title might not be able to win due to her inability to remit targeted ticket money or money votes. When the pageant brands notice what has happened, they will now manipulate the result so that they will crown who they prefer more. Because of course, every pageant brand needs a queen that can represent them intelligently, thereby depriving the main winner that won from the initial judgment her winning title. Number 4 is when the contestant failed both in camp and outside camp but won on stage. Every pageant brand have rules and regulations guiding them, and like I always say, judging starts once you purchase your registration form. So if you start failing from camp and then perform very well on the grand finale day, you might have low chances of winning the winner title. In this situation, the result wasn't manipulated against you, but you manipulated the result against you. Number 5, to please a sponsor. The sponsor could be the sponsor of the pageant brand or the sponsor of the contestant. Most times, when a very influential person requests for this kind of favors, the organizers or judges are left with little or no choice but to say yes, because certainly they won't want to be in the person's black book. Number 6 is corrupt judges, like having corrupt judges in your pageant grand finale ground. This happens when the judges invited to judge the grand finale day are very corrupt. In this situation, they don't care what the pageant organizers or owners are saying. They also don't care how well you're performing on stage. All they care about is the money from the highest bidder speaking to them. Now, the 7th and the last one is when a judge don't just like you. This happens when one of the judges don't just like you for maybe personal reasons or for no reason at all, like they don't just like you. In this situation, the judge don't give good marks when they are grading your performances. Like their personal booklet for scoring you're going to be scoring very low in their own booklet, and they will also trigger the minds of their fellow judges to do same to you. Now, how do you prevent this? Number 1, play your card well. Ensure you play your card well so that no one will be able to hold you down on anything, and you will definitely find favor in the eyes of both the judges and most especially your audience. The audience present at the grand finale day has a good way of triggering the judge to do the right thing when you are actually playing your card very well. Now, the second and the last thing is to pray. Prayer has always been my strongest helper in all my contests, and I put in all the work I can do. Then I pray because that's the only thing I know how to do. And these prayers have never disappointed me. It has worked for me a lot of times, and I believe it will work for you too. I believe strongly in my belief, and remember I said I put in all the work necessarily needed for the pageant. So don't expect the prayer to just work for you without putting the work. Remember, the Bible says that faith without work is useless. So put in the work and pray, and if it is your crown, it will be yours. Now, this is what to do when it has been manipulated. Number one is to sue them. Here you need a strong lawyer and all the evidence you can come across from the pageant, before the pageant and all, to make sure you don't waste your money for the second time. As far as you're very sure of your performance and you have the money and time to drag the pageant organizers to court, why not? Once you win the case, the pageant brand will pay you for all the damages they have brought to you. The final and the last one is to move on. Move on. Most times you truly can't do anything about it physically, or immediately what happened. In fact, even suing the pageant brand could be a total waste of time. So why not try and accept your fate? Contest for another beauty pageant. This time, when you are moving and working towards it, involve God from the beginning. Pray about it. Move on. They most likely don't deserve you at all. I mean, the pageant brand now. So go to another contest that deserves your capability and show your uniqueness there. So that is it on everything concerning pageant results manipulation. If this information was helpful to you, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on your notification bell so that you get notification anytime we post anything concerning pageantry. Ciao.